What's going on, everybody? This is John Jake Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with the semifinals of the college football playoff here on NCAA 14. And here we are in our third year as the head coach of the Michigan State program, and we are officially just one game away from the national championship game. Only one team stands in the way of that, the USC Trojans, so it's going to be a good one. Hit that like button, hit subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys on the field for sure. Alright boys, so our initial possession did not go as planned. So now USC, they're going to get their first possession going. They actually try to run a screen and we nearly pick it off. Oh, if only Daryl Hicks actually had hands. He was going to take that all the way to the crib, but instead it's going to be a 2nd and 10 coming up as they'll try to throw once again. And this will actually go for a first down. They dump it off to Kenny High, and he is going to high step his way across that first down marker. So now 1st and 10 coming up, and Wall will again face some pressure, and Patrick Goshwin blows him up in the backfield. Let's go, baby! Patrick Goshwin coming through. He also had that tackle in the open field as well. And this is what we need to get USC in. These huge, passing situations, because they can score at any given moment, at any given time. And this is exactly where we want them to be. 3rd and long. That way we can play back, play some good zone. We get it out to Lawrence on the left-hand side. And then we see an open field tackle by our defensive backs. I believe that's Akeem Williams that made that play. But our offense is off to a really sluggish start here. We go 3 and out once again. So first couple of drives do end up being a 3 and out. So our defense, going to have to be on the field for a little bit. I have a feeling if this is how it's going to go. Like I said, USC, they are not to be messed around with whatsoever. We are giving them our full attention for sure. As Wall is going to throw to the right-hand side. Gets it out to Lawrence, and Lawrence gets it into the red zone. USC, they might be that first team that gets points on the board. Wall looks over the middle, gets it out to Britton, where he will end up being stood up there. But it looks like Patrick Goshwin, who does make that initial tackle. So now 3rd and 4. Do they pass it again? They will with Wall. Wall looking to the left-hand side, and Lawrence drops the football. That is Kenneth Wood that separated the ball from the receiver. And we do at least force USC to settle for a field goal there. But I'm trying to make sure that we get some actual first downs on board, and this will help. Biggest play today for us so far. It's a 26-yard catch. But then we get into yet another 3rd and long. It's 3rd and 14. We got a pass for the first down marker, but we are going to pick up that first down anyways. Marcus Wiggins with the 24-yard reception. And it leads to yet another 1st and 10. Hammond dropping back, looking to the right-hand side, and Mike Holt can't bring it in. He is going to drop the pass. And that now makes it 2nd and 10. Hammond looking to the left-hand side, gets it out to Holt. Holt is going to look to try to get past his linebacker, but man, USC, they got some fast guys, man. I'll tell you what. So it takes us to 3rd and short instead. Hammond under shotgun. We need this first down. Looking over the middle. We find Cortez Mills, who hangs on and makes the catch. First down, Spartans. And it makes it 1st and 10 once again. And now we're in a position to put points on the board ourselves, and we will. Bobby Russ, with absolute authority, is going to pile drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. 7-3 is going to be your score, baby. So here we go back to work, and now we're dictating the game to USC. As USC, they were forced to go 3 and out on their next possession. It's time for our offense to find the rhythm. Final play of this first quarter. We get the snap off. Look over the middle. We find Mike Holt. That will get us across midfield before we get into the end of this first quarter. It's been an exciting game, and we come out with our A game today. We're up by 4. So now we jump into the second quarter of action here as we go back to that vaunted running game. And Bobby Russ, he is on another level right now. A 17-yard carry that gets us into striking distance. We look for another score on the board as we tried to throw it over the middle. We were looking for that slant on that last pattern, but it ends up being taken away. So had to take that sack. Gives us a loss of 5. As we go back over to that right-hand side, it's Wesley Johnson who not only picks up the original line of gain, and then some. A first down that gets us basically into the red zone as we look to strike. Hammond facing some pressure, though. He is going to have to take yet another sack. USC certainly making us work for it for sure. Here's another thing that's crazy to us right now. USC, this is their home stadium. They are literally in their home stadium for this Rose Bowl. This is a de facto home game for them. And we're handling the environment well. Desmond Higgins does bail us out, though, with the defensive face mask. So that is going to be called an automatic first down. As we'll drop back again here on 1st and 10. Looking to the right-hand side. We get it to Jason Higgins. That is good for a 7-yard reception. And now inside the 10-yard line, looking to punch it in again. And Bobby Russ showing some big boy toughness. How about this kid now? That's going to be his second rushing touchdown of the game. And it makes it now 14-3. But then USC, not only do they go 3 and out, we get a great punt return as well. I usually simulate the special teams because it's really easy to, kind of win these games. A lot easier to win these games if you have control of the special teams and you know what you're doing. So that's why I do simulate the special teams. But wait a minute now. Bobby Russ is actually going to put the ball on the ground. That is so... You hate to see it. He was having a beautiful game. And now the fumble loss. That was a golden opportunity for us to run away from USC. But now it's a chance for them to all of a sudden get themselves right back into this game. Huge moment here for our defense. As now 2nd and 13. They go with the play action. Looking over the middle, and Orlando Thomas is going to dive for it. And he's actually going to come down with the catch. Not the first down, but it is still a catch nonetheless. And a much easier 3rd down conversion. Only need 1 more inch. We'll see if they can pick it up. 3rd and inches. They try to run the screen. Hicks saw it the whole way, but he was just not fast enough. He was not fast enough to get it downfield, unfortunately. And that does mean that we'll go ahead and we're going to give up that first down. That's really tough to see, considering that we read that particular play the whole way through. But now we got to focus back up. Another pass play on 2nd and 10. Wall looks to the left-hand side, gets it out to Kenny High, who breaks away for the initial tackle. Brian Herring does have to eventually bring him down. Another first down for the Trojans as they look to run through. Wall with another big run to the left-hand side. He gets absolutely tattooed on that rush, but it's still a first down. USC looking to score here before the end of the first half. They try to run another screen, but we're all over it. Brandon Lyles gets his hands on the ball, but he couldn't catch it either. So that means it's going to be 3rd and long. They need to pick up 13 on this play. Wall's going to make an adjustment at the line of scrimmage and then drops back, facing some pressure over the right-hand side. He has to dump it off, and Allen Thompson, he simply has nowhere left to go. He has to allow his team to settle for the field goal. They do make it a one-score game, but being down by 8, certainly a lot different from say, being down by just 4 points, right? So we'll take that with a huge win. And now our offense go back to work here, trying to throw it over the middle, looking for Mike Holt, but Joel Coley was tracking the entire time and broke that play up. So now we try again on a 3rd and short, still going with that pass play. We'll see if we can get a big play downfield. Looking, he's going to look over the middle instead. It's Cortez Mills who finds his way open. Now we go into our no-huddle offense here. Got some work to do. Running the football. Russ gets it to about the 45-yard line before we do go ahead and call our second timeout. Later on, we got 3rd and 5. Hammond under shotgun. He's looking over to the left-hand side and finds Cortez Mills, who makes a man miss. He does get tackled inbounds though, so we gotta hurry up right back to the line of scrimmage. What we go with the speed option to try to throw him off, and sure enough, Billy Hammond, he does get some good blocks downfield. That clock will still continue to run though. Got about 20 seconds left in this first half. We call another run, and this time Bobby Russ gets absolutely clobbered in the backfield. What are we going to do now? 10 seconds left and counting. Can we get a play inbounds? We still have 1 timeout, and we do with Leslie Johnson. 2 seconds left. We do call that final timeout, but our old ball coach was not comfortable with kicking this football. So we're going to try to go into the end zone with this one. And we got a guy, and that guy is in the end zone. Jason Higgins finds it and makes it happen. Touchdown, Spartans. Let's go, baby. And we will go ahead and take a comfortable lead into the halftime locker room. We are going to be up 21-6. That being said, we do go on defense to start the second half. So we go jump back into second half action as we got this 21-6 lead. But let's see if we can maintain it as we see USC take the field to start this second half. And Kenny High is going to start it with a big play down the field, getting to about midfield. That is going to be good for a really nice first down. We'll see if they can build on this, and sure enough, they will. Lawrence down the sideline. 1 man left to beat. Mike Harvey. He can't catch him in time, and just like that, USC is going to start the second half with a emphatic touchdown run to go with it as well. You absolutely love to see it. Now, they do not decide to go for a 2-point conversion to make this a 7-point game. They do instead go for the extra point, which does make it a 8-point game to go with that. As now we'll try to get some points on the board ourselves here in the second half, and we get a big play of our own. Mike Holt is going to get downfield for a 36-yard reception. But what's really important here is that Billy Hammond is going to set the school record for most passing yards in a single season. That does now give him 4,200 yards. So congratulations to him in terms of being able to actually go about accomplishing that. He's been having a fantastic junior year. As we look over to the right hand side, Robertson is going to take the dump off over and pick up some saved yards for us. Still almost manages to pick up the first down as well. As now 2nd and short coming up. We'll see if we can get another big play downfield. We actually will just run for it, and we do get it inside the 10-yard line here as well. That's another 1st and goal for us, and it's going to be a goal line situation. Looking for the immediate response, throwing it over to the right hand side. It's Perry Robertson, who will at least get us significantly closer to that goal line. 3rd and goal. Hammond coming in from under shotgun. Can we punch it in? Bobby Russ for touchdown number 3. He's going to be denied. We have to settle for a field goal. So USC holds their own. as it's just an 11-point game. Trojans trying to make this a game here as well. Is going to try to run for the first down marker. He's actually going to get there, gets through our defense somehow. That's a 21-yard run. I don't know how he managed to get out of that, but you know what? You know, sometimes it is a little bit better to be lucky than it is to be good right now. And man, are they getting a little bit lucky on these runs or what, man? Like, here's the thing, we are in the position to make these plays. We just aren't making them, and that's tough to see. So now we'll try to stop him on a 3rd and goal, and we actually do get him to, you know, to hold it down. Alan Thompson only picks up a few yards there, but they of course are going to go for it here on 4th down. I would go for it in this situation, and they go back to that running game. Thompson with his 2nd carry of the game. That's his biggest one yet. A 7-yard rush that allows the drive to continue as USC looks for their 2nd touchdown here of this 2nd half. As Orlando Thomas, did he get flown up into the air or what? So now 3rd and 4. Wall dropping back. He's going to look over to the left-hand side. He's going to get it out to Cole Britton, and Cole's going to get that 13-yard reception. That will make it 2nd and long. As Wall will drop back again. Looking over to that left-hand side. It's John West. John's going to pick up a 11-yard reception. That will be good for yet another USC touchdown. And now they're right back into the game. We're only up by 4 points all of a sudden. So this drive becomes very important for us right now, as we need to respond right back. Hammond looking over the middle of the field, trying to get it out to Mike Holt, but that nearly gets intercepted. Very lucky we still have the football right now, as we're back out onto the field. Hammond, he's going to run it up the middle with the read option. That will be a 1st down for us to grab, but we will face a 3rd and long a few plays later. Billy Hammond under the shotgun formation. He's going to drop back, looks over to the right, and gets it to Cortez Mills, but nowhere left to go with the football. And now USC, they have a golden opportunity here to take the lead for the first time today. Wall looks right, but it's going to be intercepted. Patrick Goshwin with a critical pick that just might preserve our lead. Big time play. That's what a big time player does. Make those big time plays, baby. And now we take back over inside the 30. Now, last time that we had phenomenal field position to work with like this, we could not find a way to score. Matter of fact, we found a way to fumble the football and therefore fumble the bag. And, you know, this drive right here, not a good start. Wesley Johnson, he's going to be called for the clipping penalty. So that's going to make it 1st and 19. Make it 2nd and 19. As we are trying to target Jason Higgins over the middle of the field. It is going to be incomplete. As we'll try again here on 2nd and 19. Cortez Mills trying to spin his way to the 1st down marker. Almost gets there. And we're going to find out about this 3rd and short shortly, though. But we have a 4-point lead going to the final quarter. Can we hang on and make it to the national championship? So here we go. Just 1 quarter separating us from the national championship. Can we win this game? Billy Hammond trying to fight for the 1st down by himself. He can't get there, though. And with only an inch to go, we're going to be aggressive. We're going for it. Trusting our running game. Bobby, he's going to find space. The offensive line able to get the push necessary to move the chains. That's a big-time play by our offensive line. They're certainly working hard in the trenches right now. It is raining here in LA, and this is a rare rain that we are seeing as well. And it's good to have a running game for days like this. Goal line situation, gonna run it up the gut as Bobby Russ. He will not be denied. That will be his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. He has been an absolutely unstoppable force in the semifinals of the college football playoff. So that does make it a 11-point game once again. Now we're looking good. Can we get this stop on defense? Force USC to play really uncomfortable. We'll just have to wait and see. But Brian Wall is going to start the drive right for the Trojans. They pick up a huge gain on the ground. And that's now going to make it 2nd and long. Wall, he's going to run it over to the right-hand side. He's got some space to work. Gets a key block from Orlando Thomas. He's making some people miss. And now a red zone opportunity for USC. Can USC finish this drive? They need the points. Wall, end zone. Going to be marked out of bounds at the 1-yard line, but that is a dot over to John West. It won't be a touchdown, but it is a goal line situation. Huge moment for our defense. Can it hold it down for a few plays? The sack is a really great start, but Brian Wall leaves the game. It's the backup that comes in the game, and the first thing that he does, Jack Johnson, he's going to run it into the end zone all by himself, and we'll see if they go for 2 now. But how about the poise by Jack Johnson using his mobility? And here we go. 2-point conversion. This is the difference between a touchdown being required and just a field goal. Sure enough, Johnson is also going to run it in for the 2-point conversion. And it's just a field goal lead for us. 5:53 left to play in the game. Huge drive for Billy Hammond. Can the Heisman finalist bring it home for us? He was certainly getting some Heisman hype going into this game. I don't know if that was something that I mentioned in the past, but a big moment for this team either way. Hammond, he's going to try to run for the first down. He won't get there. He's got a 5-yard gain. 3rd and inches coming up. What is the call going to be? I'm going to rely on the tailback, Bobby Russ. Got some space downfield. He's got some blockers as well. He's got space to move and gets across midfield. 22-yard run. And Bobby Russ now on the verge of rushing for 100 yards on the day. Can he hit that 100-yard threshold, Russ? He's certainly going to do that. And he will also get to that first down conversion. Bobby, he has been very busy in this game. And this run game is not done yet. Going to the backup tailback now. It's Aaron Hines who is going to be forced to bounce it back into the inside. It's still a good first run here. That's the first time we called for Aaron Hines in this game. But now, 3rd and 5. Hammond under shotgun. He's looking. Trying to pick up the first down. He's going to get it out to Cortez Mills. That's a first down. And now it gives us the option to, run this clock a little bit more. I want to make sure that we seal the deal. Can we seal that deal? Can we do it now behind our great football team and this particularly amazing offense? 2nd and inches. Going to the fullback. It's Anthony Thompson, the senior fullback. His first carry of the college football playoffs. And he picks up the first down there too. 3:20 left to play. Going to try to pitch it out to Bobby Russ, who gets tattooed behind the line of scrimmage. But now we can at least run some clock. Get it to about 2 minutes here. And we will snap it. Matthews looking around. He does come into the game as we do see Billy Hammond get hurt. But Jonathan Matthews, just like the other backup quarterback for USC did, he is also going to run and jog his way into the end zone too. That makes it a 10-point game. And if USC cannot score on this drive, it's effectively over. Huge possession, and Jack Johnson still remains in the game. Brian Wall is hurt, and he's hurt for the rest of the afternoon. They need this right now. 3rd and long. Johnson dropping back. He's got a little bit of time. Looks downfield and finds Orlando Thomas going to his #1 receiver, the NFL prospects. And USC, they quickly get back to the line of scrimmage. Another 1st and 10, and Jack Johnson, he can't get rid of the football in time. He has to take the sack. But USC is going to hurry downfield. It's going to be a 2nd and 18. Orlando Thomas does make the catch, and they will end up using one of their timeouts. They do have 2 timeouts remaining, but I'm sure they want to save them in case they don't get the onside kick. We will see Johnson able to go to the right-hand side. It's Justin Lawrence there trying to get downfield. It can't happen. And now it's 4th and 11. This is for the game. Can our defense get them off the field and send us to the national championship game? They do. Jack Johnson nowhere to go with the football. And this game is going to be barbecue chicken, as we will win the semifinals of the college football playoff. It was a hard-fought game, and it was an extremely competitive game as well. 38-28 is going to be your score. So that means Michigan State, we are going to the national championship. I absolutely love this feeling, man. So it was a brilliant performance for our Heisman Trophy quarterback. He ends up with 21 for 30, 277 yards, and a touchdown. He did get hurt towards the end, though, and that means we saw the freshman Jonathan Matthews come in for that final drive, or at least the end of that final drive, and all he does, run it in the end zone and seal the deal for us. Also got a good performance as well from Bobby Russ in this one. 26 for 106, 3 touchdowns on the ground. He did fumble the football. That did allow USC to get back into this game, but he still found a way to win. Now, as for our receivers, we didn't spread the ball around as much, but Cortez Mills was a star in this one. He ends up with 8 catches and 84 yards in the game. Mike Holt was up there as well with 4 for 82. But it was Jason Higgins that got that touchdown before the end of the first half, as Higgins ends up with 3 catches, 35 yards, and of course that touchdown that made it 21-6 at the half. And then finally, defensively, Kenneth Wood, one of the best defensive players in the country. He ends up with a great performance on the day. He ends up with 9 tackles, 2 TFLs, and a sack, followed by Patrick Goshwin, who was arguably our defensive MVP in this game. 7 tackles, 1 TFL, which was a sack, and an interception, which was the only turnover that we faced today. Now, as for the rest of our defense, we got to this quarterback quite a few times in this one. Brandon Wiles ends up with multiple sacks in the game. He ends up with a couple. Brandon Davis, the true freshman, he got a sack in this game as well. And then Daryl Hicks was also able to force a sack, which does mean winning by 10 points, we get to move on to the national championship game. And what I'm really curious about is, who are we going to play up against in the national championship? We'll go ahead and check that out now. So the other semifinal matchup that we had was number 2 TCU, led by the defensive coordinator Jack Gunner, taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks, who were the number 6 overall seed in the college football playoff. And it wasn't as competitive as what we saw in our semifinal game. TCU able to win 42-21. Once again, that defense showing out for the Horned Frogs. So it looks like that championship, national championship matchup is finally been solidified. So the national championship game is officially set, and we know who we're going up against. We're going up against the defense led by Jack Gunner, one of your guys' custom coaches. And we will take on the Horned Frogs in the national championship game. I will leave that for the next episode, though. With that being said, let's go ahead and see if we can finish potentially this whole series on a high note. Can we win the national championship game and pull off a 16-0? I hope you guys are excited for that national championship action, and if you are, I need you guys to do me a huge favor. I need you to go ahead and smack that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button as well if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. This is John J. Gaming on the mic signing off. I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.